Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Jesse Boats from the 19th hole, and we're here to do the Tropic Kings tournament playthrough. This will be for the rookie division. I'll show you my suggested way to play these holes, clubs to use, balls to use, and elevation changes. So this will definitely be a good video to get you all started on a good game plan for the rest of your week. I would definitely strongly recommend that you take this information and then make adjustments to it to best suit your gameplay style. And that will definitely depend on what kind of clubs you have and what kind of balls you want to use for your gameplay. So definitely can use this as a good map, and then change the route as you see fit. Alright, we'll start on hole number 1 just a second. Alright y'all, we got hole number 1 here. This is a par 4. We'll play the drive with a plus 10% adjustment for the elevation. You could go with a Quasar, a Katana, or a Titan. I really recommend at least a level 2 power ball, so either Titan, but you can go with a Katana if you want as well. I'm going to be playing the Katana ball here. So go max right spin. I'm going to go with 1 bar top spin, and we're going to play about 1 ring of adjustment here on this shot for this wind. Alright, and we're not going to go, I'm going to pull a little tiny bit of curl. We do have a left to right wind, so a lot of curl is not necessary. But I do want to try to keep this ball, away from the left-hand edge of this fairway section. It does slope down towards the rough line, so that's why we only go with 1 bar top spin and not 2. It's because we don't want to put ourselves in danger of going down into that rough. Definitely possible to try to cheat that drive over a little bit farther to the right-hand side on the initial lineup. But if you hit a great right, then you will really have, some difficulties possibly clipping that rough or even staying in the rough. So for that reason, you just really want to have to play a safe drive here. Get yourself up there. And, honestly, you don't even have to go with any topspin at all. If you want to play it really safe, back off the drive and just make sure you're 100% safe, then you go with 0 topspin. I did bring a sniper with me for my second shot. If you want to play a safe drive though, however, I may recommend going with something with a little bit more power, maybe a Viper or something. Alright, so our second shot here, we're also going to play the second shot at a plus 10%. As you see, we have the distance to get here. So go full right spin. And let's see, do we want to put any topspin on this even? We're going to put just a little bit of backspin on this shot actually. Alright, and we'll play this one at max adjustment. So we'll play this one at 3.5 rings of adjustment. No curl. Hit it great to the right, but we should still be okay. We do play this shot, kind of playing it safe to great proof the shot, because if you do go great right and you're playing it along the edge, that right edge, you do have a great possibility to go into that rough or the bunker. You definitely don't want to do that. I don't think this is a hole you're going to see a lot of eagles in the rookie, but you will see some pars due to people playing it a little overly aggressive. This would definitely be another method that you could use as the big dog. I would play the shot up a little bit closer, and I'd use full backspin and full right spin, and try to bounce that ball edge right there at the edge of the green. And this would definitely be another method you could use as well, if you just want to play even safer. But Viper and Sniper are going to be the clubs that give you the best chance at getting the eagle here. So alright y'all, we'll see you all on hole number 2. I'll be right back. Alright, we got hole number 1 here, par 4, the Rookie Tropic Kings Tournament. I'm going to look at a quarterback here on the drive and see what the quarterback looks like for this hole. And then we'll be using a sniper for our second shot. We'll play this one at plus 10%. You do want a ball with some power and some spin capabilities, so either a Katana ball or a Titan ball is definitely what you want to use for this hole. You can use max right spin and a little bit of top spin extra mile, 0 to 1 bar topspin, and I might need to use a little bit more on the quarterback. We'll have to see where our landing zone brings us. But if you do use extra mile, 0 to 1 bar topspin, max right spin will be your adjustment. So let's see what we have here with a quarterback. Just kind of interested to see what a quarterback looks like here. And oh yeah, quarterback is going to be perfect here, perfectly fine here. We're going to put a katana ball in, full right spin. We'll stick with 1 top spin as well. We'll go with the blue ring touching the edge of the rough right there, and then we're going to adjust at 1 to 1. So we'll do 4 rings of adjustment here for this shot. I'm not going to put any curl on this shot, we're just going to play it regular. Hit perfect, and this one should be good. And could have gone a little bit of left, could have gone a little right curl on this shot. It wouldn't have hurt, but the positioning right there is about as good as you want to be. It's good to be to the front left edge of that pad for your second shot to the green, a little bit better of an angle. If you do use too much curl and you end up in the front right section, that angle towards the green may be a little bit tougher for that second shot. So right there where I'm at is actually probably a pretty good spot to be. We'll have to wait and see here for our shot with our sniper and see where that puts us with our sniper. Alright, so we're going to go with a full right, and I'm going to go with just under 2 bars of backspin here. That one's right there at the hole, so we're going to stick with that. We're going to go with 4.2. I'm going to 4.5 rings here for this one, plus 10%. Perfect hit, and let's see where this one comes in. It should be very close. Alright, not too bad of an attempt right there. Definitely a shot that could be worked with. Maybe dial in, you know, the eagle right there. If you could get the eagle here, it'd be a huge hole. I think it definitely, you know, it's definitely a shot where you need that ball guide to help you out there. I would definitely go with the sniper if you have a sniper, or the viper. Big dog, in my opinion, may be a little bit overkill on this hole, but yeah, definitely don't do that. Alright, y'all, we'll see you all on hole number 2 in just a second. Alright, we got hole number 2 here, par 3. I'm playing this one with the Guardian shot. We're going to play it with about 5 bars of backspin, and this we're going to be playing the hop shot off the pad. If you want to play with the rough bump, you're definitely going to need probably the big dog to make that shot happen, and you're going to use a little bit of backspin, 1 to 2 bars of backspin, some right spin, and just try to aim that ball guide towards the hole as best as you can. Play plus 10% here for this shot, and we're going to play, as I said, 5 bars of backspin, no side spin. We're going to put the red ring close to the rough line here, and we're going to aim this one about 1.5 squares to the right of the hole. So something like that right there. We'll go 1.8 rings of adjustment here for this shot. We hit it perfect, so this one should be close. We'll have to see how our adjustment was. And oh, we got the slow-mo just to the right of the hole, so we will move our aim point just a little bit left of where we are, maybe like 1 1/4 grids to the right of the hole. But definitely a great start to dialing in the shot for this hole. I definitely recommend the Guardian. You want at least 5 bars of backspin, so if you have another club with 5 bars of backspin, that's definitely a possibility as well. And it looks like my opponent's going to try that shot here with his Viper. Only 3 bars of backspin. It's going to be tough to make this shot. Not something I would recommend. So if you're not going to play the shot with the Guardian, I would definitely recommend going with the rough bump. I think that's going to be your next best bet. Alright, catch you all on hole 3. Alright, so we got hole 2 here, and we're gonna play the rough bump here on this shot using the big dog and a navigator ball. That's what we're going to be playing with. So with this shot right here, we're actually going to switch to a quasar ball. Full right and 2 backspin is what we're going to play. Trying to aim this shot at the hole as best as we can. It's pretty much max distance, so play about 1.4 rings here on this shot and see if we can make this one do something cool. Hit it perfect, and let's see what it does. Nope, at the fringe glitch. That's probably the one bad thing about that shot, is that possibility of that fringe glitch. Alright, we got hole number 3 here, par 5. Definitely our first chance at a legit albatross. You can play this one with the extra mile or the quarterback off the tee, plus 10% adjustment. I would recommend at least a quasar ball for this hole as well. And as far as your second shot goes, Viper, Sniper, Big Dog, or Guardian, whichever one you prefer. We'll go full top, full right spin for this shot. I put my red ring right there along the edge of the rough line because I will be using some curl for this shot. So we've got 1.3 rings of adjustment here, and I will be using about half a ball of curl for the shot, which is consistent with a little bit lower level of an extra mile. So you see the shot right there, nicely done, and that'll put us in a good spot for our second shot at the hole. So for our second shot here, we're going to be using the Sniper. Like I said, you can use the Viper, the Guardian, extra mile. Looks like we're playing this one about mid-range adjustment here. Full left, and we're going with 4 bars of backspin here. And we want to aim this one about 1 square short of the hole, and then we'll adjust for our wind here. 3.3 at mids, about 3.2 rings with a 10%. Hit that one perfect, and let's see where this one comes in. I think 4 backspin's a good number, and very close right there. So pretty good try right there. Definitely would stick with that type of an adjustment, and that one will definitely fall with that shot right there. Maybe a little bit of an adjustment there as far as the ball guide goes. Next time we'll adjust that one a little bit closer to the hole, and I think we can get that one to fall playing it that way. Alright y'all, see you on the next hole. Alright, got hole 4 here. This is a par 3. We'll play this one at a plus 10% for the elevation. We're going to use a marlin ball, and for your long iron you can either use a backbone or a Goliath. And this is a shot we're going to play where we land it kind of just before the edge of the green on the fringe, or just on the edge of the green, depending on what we see here for this shot. You do want to play with about 4 to 5 bars of backspin for this shot on the hole. And if you do have a lower level club and you want to play with your backbone, you can play a shot kind of like my opponent's going to play here. Maybe he's not. Nope. Where you land it more towards the back edge of that fairway section without much spin, and you're just going to let that one roll to the hole. That's not the way that we're going to play it, but that's definitely another option on this hole that works. The way we're going to play it is going to be with backspin. We're going to look at the Goliath, we're going to look at the backbone, and see which one looks the best. So let's see. If you do want to play that shot I was talking about, you will play it from like back in here. And you're going to play that ridge that has a natural left to right slope. We're going to play our shot from up here. We're going to play with max backspin on the shot. And we're just going to aim this one right at just a little bit left of the hole. Okay? So 3.1 is going to be 2.2 rings. 2 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 We aimed this one just left of the hole. Let's see how this one comes in. Not too bad. We could have taken just like a tad bit off on our backspin. Being the first time playing it, I just wanted to go with a very solid 5 rings of backspin to see what it did. But after that right there, we see that we can aim this one with a little bit less than 5 bars of backspin just to get that optimal distance to that pin. So alright y'all, if you want to play it with the Goliath, you just play it the same exact way. But if you can play it with the backbone, I'd recommend it because of the extra accuracy that the backbone has over the Goliath. Also, if you got to play it with less backspin, you may want to make that that hop before the green, like on the fringe, and not on the green. So lots of different variations and factors that go into this shot, and a lot of it will depend on what kind of clubs you have as well. But you do want to make sure you use the marlin ball to avoid being in between clubs or anything like that. Alright y'all, we'll catch you on the next hole. Alright y'all, we got hole number 4 here. This is a par 3. I'm going to play this shot with a marlin ball and a backbone. I'm going to play it from the back left fairway position and show you all the shots that you can play if you don't have a long iron with a lot of backspin. I'm going to use a marlin ball here on this shot. But if you have navigator balls, you can still use a navigator ball for sure. But if you just want to go with a cheap marlin, you could definitely use a marlin here. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be lining up the red ring right there along the backhand edge of that rough line. And we're just going to play pretty much a no spin shot. We're just going to use the contour of the green to help really give that ball a good roll and a good chance to get the ace. So let me show you the shot here. Like I said, we're playing this shot from back here and play it about mid distance here. And we're just going to use that slope to kind of roll that ball to the hole. So 2.8 rings is about mid. And just need to hit a perfect shot here. Let's see what we got. We do hit a perfect shot, so let's see how this one comes in. Not too bad, not too bad. Can make a slight adjustment there for that shot, a little bit farther to the left hand side, to compensate for that bounce a little bit better. But it is definitely left to right roll on that green from that position, and you can play that shot without any kind of spin whatsoever and give yourself a pretty good chance at the ace. So alright, thank y'all, we'll see you on the next hole. Hey y'all, what's going on? We got hole 5 here, our second par 5, not an albatross hole, but definitely a hole where you want to put yourself in position to guarantee yourself the eagle. The way we're going to do that is we're going to play a plus 10% off the tee box. We're going to play with an extra mile, and we're also going to play with the big dog for our second shot. If you have higher level extra mile, you see you can go straight over. If you want to play it this way, you'll play with something like full backspin, full left spin. I'm going to play a skip shot though, with full top spin and full left spin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the edge of my orange ring cutting into the rough a little bit like that. And then we're going to make our adjustment here. We'll play a mid-range shot here. So we'll play about we're going to play about 2.5 rings here because this is going to be a little bit closer to min, as you can see. So left spin, we're going to put left curl. Hit it perfect, and we're trying to stay as close to that left-hand side as we can without putting ourselves in too much danger there. As you see, we did barely clip the edge of that that rough right there, so definitely not the optimal drive. So use a little bit less curl than I used. And if you don't want to use any curl, that would probably be fine. But if you want to use a little bit of curl, that's okay. Then if you do want to use curl though, I would not cut the edge of the rough with that red line. I would just put the edge of the red line right on the edge of the rough. And I would have been fine if I had done it that way. My opponent goes straight onto the fairway. He goes pretty deep into the fairway, but he's going to probably have to deal with those trees now. Yep, see, that's why you don't want to go too far, because you don't want to deal with those trees. So we got the big dog here. We got 2.2 wind. We're going to go with 1 bar top spin here. a little bit of right spin. And actually we're going to go with 2 bars of top spin here. And a little bit of right spin. 2 top, 2 right. That will change depending on where you're at on the fairway. Do definitely make the adjustments for yourself. 1 ring of adjustment for this shot. And we're just trying to get this shot up onto the green in eagle range. And you'll see it will roll down here nicely towards the pin. And that'll set us up nicely for our eagle. If you are able to make a good drive, you're probably going to want to play that shot with like 0 bars of topspin. And this is one of those shots where you really have to adjust your topspin depending on where you're at on the fairway. You know, if I had not hit the rough, I probably would have looked at looking at a shot with no topspin at all, no backspin at all. But since I did hit the rough, I had to add a little bit extra topspin. So you kind of have to play that one by ear and by experience. Do keep in mind, you know, at all costs, you want to make sure you get off the front of that green, or even, you know, the front fairway of that green. It's a tough chip to that hole, and it's okay if you go a little bit past the hole or to the back edge of the green, you know, on the fringe on the back edge. Those are easy chips. You just don't want to be trying to make a putt from the front edge of that green, which is impossible to make, or you don't want to be making a chip from the front edge of that green as well. That's definitely a tough chip to that downhill slope towards the hole. Alright, y'all, that's been hole number 5, and we'll be back for just a minute in hole number 6. Alright, y'all, we got hole number 6 here. This is a par 4. We're playing this one with an extra mile 5, and you know, hopefully you have a 5 at least for this hole. You definitely want to use a power 3 ball. You play a 10% adjustment here for this shot as well. It's a tough par 4 that a lot of people are going to struggle with. I'm going to go with full backspin and full right spin for the shot. As you can see, from this spot right here, we have what it takes to make this shot over. So 2.7 is going to be 1.2 rings. So we'll play the shot right about there. And now we're going to use our full curl that we have possible. We hit it perfect, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the fairway section here and not roll onto the rough. But looks like we get a nice roll here. And just about put it in the hole, actually. You know, that's about perfectly played on this hole. We hit the rough on the other side of the bunker, and we rolled down that hole. Just about got the ace. Most of the time on that shot right there, you'll probably end up in the bunker, or you're going to hit past the fairway and end up, you know, on the fringe of the green, or possibly in that bunker past the green. You really want about 3 to 4 bars of backspin on that shot, but I know in the rookie, you know, that's just not something that's attainable for most. I do like the use of the Kingmaker or the Titan ball for this hole for sure. And if you just don't feel comfortable playing that shot, play it to the right side. You know, you still have a chance at the eagle if you hit it far enough down the fairway. But you know, I think it's definitely one of those risk versus reward holes, and it's definitely worth the risk. But if you're going to play it straight, play it like my opponent played it right there, and that leaves you a nice chip at the hole for a possible eagle with your thorn. So definitely it's up to you and how you want to play it. So there we go. That's how you get the easy eagle right here, is hopefully you get the nice bounce off the rough on the other side of the bunker. Alright, y'all, we'll see you all in the next hole. For this shot right here, I would not go with backspin. I would go with a couple bars of backspin at most, and run that shot up to the hole, aim it just left of the hole. It looks to be like a mid-range thorn shot. Very, very, very makeable shot from that spot where he's at right there. And he's making it way overcomplicated here. I hope he doesn't go short. Get in the hole for him. Nope. Alright. Alright, y'all. Alright, we got hole 7 here. This is a par 3. We're going to play this one with our backbone. You could also use a Goliath. We're going to play a shot where we play the landing zone short, and we're going to use topspin to kind of hopefully spin out of the rough towards the hole. No matter how you play this hole, it's going to be a very, very tough ace hole in the rookie, just because of the lack of backspin on your clubs to use. Really, this is a hole that's much easier the higher you get and the better your clubs get. But I'm going to try to hopefully show you a way to guarantee yourself close and that automatic birdie. I think that's definitely important for this hole. In the rookies, I think if you try too hard to get the ace on this one, you could possibly end up in the rough or even far past the hole. But it's definitely going to be in a birdie hole in the rookie. We'll play it with a plus 10% for our elevation change. I'm going to play it with a katana ball. And right there what my opponent did is what you do not want to do. So I'm going to be playing this one with a backbone. You could also use a Goliath with more topspin. Would work for sure. And as you see, we're playing this one at about mid-range. We'll play full right, and we're going to play 3 topspin on this shot. We're going to play full topspin. And we're going to play some curl as well. So 2.5, we're playing mid-adjustment here. And we're going to put a half a ball of curl. And we'll see how this one comes in. Not too bad right there. Not too bad at all. A little bit more curl to the left. Might have had a good chance at the ace. The most important part of that shot is the topspin, though. You do want to make sure you have that topspin. I think I went with 4 bars of topspin there for that shot. And I really don't believe you need a whole lot more than that. So I would stick with the backbone if you have 4 bars of topspin on your backbone. If you don't, I would definitely recommend switching over to your Goliath to get a club that does have at least 4 bars of topspin. The reason why I like the backbone, though, over the Goliath is just because of the accuracy. And, good try by my opponent. But that, in my opinion, is going to be your way to not only give yourself a chance at the ace, but also give yourself, that automatic birdie. So, all right, y'all. Good luck, and we'll see you all in the next hole. All right, we got hole 8 here, par 4. In my opinion, rookie-wise, the only way to play this hole is to the left side. It sets you up for a rough bump chance at the eagle, and it's the best route to play, especially with the clubs and the balls we use in the rookie. We'll play with a plus 10% for our shot. You can play this one with extra mile, or you can play it with the quarterback. I'm going to play it with the quarterback. I'm going to go full top, full left spin. I would like to have a little more top spin than this, but, it is what it is. We're going to play our shot right there, and then we're going to use some curl on the shot. We'll play a pretty much 1-to-1 adjustment, so we'll just go a little bit, about 2.7 rings here, and we're going to use about half a ball of curl on the shot. And this one should have set us up here along the fairway for a good chance at the shot. Oh, a little bit too much curl. So definitely don't go with that much curl. What I did wrong was I did not set my shot up close enough to the right-hand side of that rough line. We should still have a shot here with our Goliath. We'll have a chance at the rough bump here. We'll see. The way I adjust that one, I really probably didn't need curl. I should have just let the left spin do the work. If you want to use curl, you need to initially line your shot up a little bit farther to the right-hand side and point it a little bit more towards that middle rough section. I'm not sure what my opponent's doing here. Oh, here we go. Let's see. We still have, okay. So we still have the chance at the rough bump here, even with that crap. We'll go with 1.5 top. We'll go with 1 top, 3 right. Aim it just there into the cup, like that. 2.5 rings of adjustment with the Goliath. We hit it great to the right. But sometimes a great shot is the best shot. And we got the eagle. But that's how you want to play that hole with the Goliath. I would have liked to have been closer up the fairway on the drive to not have to take a max range shot with my Goliath. But, you know, it's good to see right there that you can clip the rough and still be able to make that shot with the Goliath. So, you know, happy to be able to show you all that even with a mistake on the drive, you can still make the shot. But I would definitely recommend, you know, playing that shot with not as much curl as I played it, if you're going to play that same line that I played on the drive. I like that line. I'll probably play that line, just less curl. If you do want to play a little more safe with curl, you do need to initially line your shot up farther to the right-hand side of that fairway on the drive. So, all right, y'all. See you all in the next hole. All right, we got hole number 8 here, par 4. We'll be playing this one with the quarterback and a Goliath. We'll play a plus 10% adjustment for our tee shot. And we're playing about, we'll play full top spin and max left spin for the shot. You really would like to have about 3 to 5 bars of top spin for this shot. And, you know, you could play it with the extra mile like my opponent has. But I'm going to play it with the quarterback for that extra accuracy and ball guide. I just want to make sure that I do, you know, perfectly place my my guide and my shot where I need to place it. So I'll be right back in just a second. Alright, so for our shot here with the quarterback, full top spin and left spin is what we're playing. We want to aim our shot right about there. And we are going to play it with a little bit of curl, but not a whole lot. We will play pretty much a 1-to-1 adjustment for the shot. And we're just going to go about a quarter ball of curl here. Nothing too serious. And that one should be okay. And a little bit closer to the right-hand edge than I would like to be. But hopefully we're far enough up where we don't have to worry about those palm trees. But we'll have to wait here and see in a second here. That would be, you know, that would be a reason why you would want to use a katana ball instead of a quasar ball there, is because you can actually use more left side spin on that shot to get yourself a little bit farther lined up to the left-hand side mid area of that fairway. So that right there is a perfect example of why a katana ball would be better than a quasar ball. So definitely keep that in mind when you are, you know, thinking about how you want to play this hole. But we should still be able to play the second shot just fine. Which will be the, we're going to be playing the rough bump like my opponent just played right there. And let's see what we can do with our shot here. What kind of a wind do we get? Probably going to be playing about a min range shot, I would guess. Let's see. Max, min, so just above min actually. We're going to go with just a tiny bit of 1 bar top spin here. And we're going to go with 3 bars of right spin. Line that shot up there with the hole. And then 1.6. So we're going to play about 1.8. So we are just a little bit past min. Hit it great to the left. So let's see if this one comes in. Just great to the left. So perfect shot right there. We're in the hole. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shot, but definitely you all could see the approach and the way to set up for the shot. I do like playing with that right spin, 3 bars of right spin. I just seem like the ball, you know, lines up better with the hole on the bounce when you play a little bit of spin involved in that shot. So, you know, definitely try it out. If you like it, stay with it. If you have another method of playing the hole, definitely stay with what's most comfortable to you all. But all right, see you all in the next hole. Alright, last and final hole here. We got hole number 9. This is a par 5. Definitely another eagle hole. Not a good chance of the albatross, but you want to make sure you get the eagle. And it all starts with the drive. Definitely got to have yourself set up nicely for this drive. We're going to play it with the quarterback here. I just like the ability to have that very accurate club. I would like 4 bars of topspin, but I only have 3, so we'll have to deal with it. Gonna line my red ring up there, and then we're going to adjust right about 4 rings. Don't worry about the tree, because we're curling it around the tree. And this one hopefully should set us up here nicely for a shot with our big dog. So do keep in mind, when you do set up that initial drive, it is going to show you that red line, which is telling you that there is something in the way of your drive, which is those trees. But with the curl that we're going to use, a full ball to the left, the ball is going to go around those trees. So you don't have to worry about hitting those trees. I do want to make sure that I point out that red bar, that red ring right there on the edge of the rough line. That's how I want you to set up your aim for your drive. Full left. We went with 3 bars of topspin. The way we played that shot right there, it looked like 3 bars of topspin was enough. If you're going to play with 4 bars of topspin, I would move the aim point for that shot back just a little bit, but definitely, not bad with the way we played it. We want to land our shot right up in here. As you see, we have a clear shot around. We're going to go with max backspin. We're going to go with some left spin here, because we are going to be curling this shot to the right side around this tree. Alright, so right there is where we want to aim it. We'll go with 1.6 rings of adjustment here for the shot, and we are going to be using curl to stay away from this tree. Very important to use that curl to go around the tree, otherwise you will be in trouble. And as you see there, we pop up nicely. Kind of cut it a little bit close there. Maybe did not need all of that backspin. I think we went the full 4 bars. I think 3 bars of backspin would have been good for that shot, but definitely, we'll take it, and we're definitely still safe right there with that shot. And do keep in mind that the amount of backspin you will use or will not use will definitely greatly depend on your drive. If you are not far up in the fairway like I was in my drive, then you may use less backspin. If you have a really bad drive, or maybe you clip the rough, then you may have to use some topspin. So do not just say, all right, I'm automatically going to play 3 or 4 bars of backspin on this shot. It's definitely very shot dependent on the drive. So, keep that in mind when you are playing this hole. Easy putt from here. There it is. There's the eagle. Alright, y'all. Thank you all very much. This has been the rookie playthrough. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment in the comment section, or you can send me a message over Messenger. For those of you that know my name on Facebook, it's JESSEBOOTH, and feel free to message me there with any kind of questions that you may have. Alright, y'all, thank you all very much. If you have not done so yet, definitely check us out on Facebook at Golf Clash the 19th Hole. That's my community page that I created. It's definitely a great place to hang out, ask questions as well. Definitely hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and set up those notifications if you want to receive further notifications when I do release new videos. I do release videos like this every tournament, so if this is your first time checking the video out and you liked it, I definitely encourage you to get that stuff set up so that you will know next time I do release videos. It says -7. We forfeited about 4 or 5 holes on this this round. If I played the round through, I would have been sitting at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about -12. -12. We did not get, we would not have gotten the eagle on hole 6 with that bunker shot with the extra mile. So it would have been about a -12. Not a bad score for the first look through on the course. And as always, you make adjustments from what you play firstly. So everything that I played right there, use it as a roadmap, make adjustments off it, dial it in, get yourself that -13, that -14, to put yourself in position on the weekend to really put in that nice score of a -27, -28, which I think is going to be needed to win the gold. All right, y'all, take care, and y'all have a good day. God bless.